What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today I am doing a collection video. We do have over 200 different aircrafts in this video from a wide selection of Gemini jets, NG models, Phoenix models, Dragon wings, Aero Classics, and JC wings. So there is a bunch of aircrafts to go over in this video. I would like to think I do have one of the biggest United collections. I said one of, but one of the biggest United collections, as well as Frontier and Southwest, because I do have about 50 United aircrafts, 12 Frontier, and probably like 40-ish Southwest aircrafts. So let's dive straight into this huge model collection. We are going to start off on our first row, which is predominantly all United. We do have this United Express -AQ200 by Gemini Jets. Then we have 3 United Express CRJ200s in the new livery. I believe this was the May release, so these are all by Gemini Jets. Then we have 2 of the old livery ones by Gemini Jets. And we have 2 United Express E145s. This first one is as its normal livery. And the second one is a custom that was originally a Delta E145. And then we have 2 United CRJ 550s. Pretty much a 700 mold, but it is labeled as a 550. Then we have the United Express, the SkyWest operating for United, CRJ 700. That was a pretty new release. Then we have the United Express Erj190. Then we do have quite a few E175s. We have this old livery, this new livery right here. Old livery, new livery, and then the old livery, all by Gemini Jets. Then we have 2 United Airbus A319s, also known as the Flying Cigar. Then the United Shuttle 737-300. This is one of my oldest models because I believe at the time they were operating this livery. I could be wrong, but so yeah, this is one of my oldest models. Then we have 2 United 737-700s. This first one here is by Gemini Jets in the old livery. This next one is in the new livery by NG Models with the split scimitar winglets. This next one here is a United Airbus A320 by Aero Classics. Then a United Airbus A320 in the Stars and Bars livery by Gemini Jets. Then a United 737-800 by Gemini Jets in the new livery, and another one by Gemini Jets in the old livery. Then we have the United 777-300ER, fairly new release. And for the last aircraft in this row, we have the United 747, Queen of the Skies, 747-400 to be exact. Alright, on to our second row, we have 2 United 737-800s. This one is the Star Alliance livery by NG, and this one is the new livery by NG. Then we have a fairly rare model, which is the Continental Retro livery 737-900. Then the Eco Skies 737-900. Unfortunately, I don't have a normal livery for the 737-900, but hopefully I'll be able to pick one up soon in the new livery. Then we have a United 737 MAX 9. We do have 2 of those. Then a United 757-200. This was my first NG Models aircraft. Then we have a, if it'll focus, a United 757-200 in the Here livery. That's not it for United, but we do have some Alaska aircrafts to go over. So right here we have the Alaska Right here we have the Alaska -8 Q400 in the new livery. Then the Alaska E175 enhanced winglets in the new livery. Then the Alaska 737-700 new livery and the 737-700 old livery, both by Gemini Jets. Then the Alaska Airbus A320 in the new livery. Then the 737-800 by Gemini Jets in the new livery. Here we have a United 767-300 in the new Eco Blue livery. A United 787-9 in the new livery, or excuse me, this is the old livery. But then we do have the new livery 787-9, this is by NG Models. Then we have the United 787-10 by Gemini Jets, of course. Then we have two 777s. This first one is in the old livery by Gemini and the new livery by Gemini Jets. I don't want to keep saying Gemini Jets for every aircraft, so if I don't say anything, then it is a Gemini Jets aircraft. But if I do say something else, then of course that's a different brand. So this is the Frontier Airbus A319, the Frontier A320 Griswold the Bear, the Frontier Airbus A320neo and the Champ the Bronco, the Frontier Airbus A320neo Aero Classics, Frontier Airbus A320 in the Colorado, the Bighorn Sheep. I don't know all of these names, but I'm slowly getting better at them. Then we have the Frontier Airbus A320neo Aero Classics once again. Then a Frontier Airbus A321 Aero Classics. Then another Frontier Airbus A321 in the Otto the Owl by Gemini Jets. Or excuse me, these two are both by Aero Classics. This Frontier Airbus A321 in the Steve the Eagle livery is by Gemini Jets. Moving on to our small Spirit hub. We have the Spirit Airbus A320. We have two of those in the banana livery, both by Gemini Jets. Then we have this Spirit Airbus A320 in the rainbow livery by Aero Classics. Then the Spirit A321 by Gemini Jets. Then we have this Allegiant MD-83 by Gemini Jets. Allegiant Airbus A319 Gemini Jets. And Allegiant Airbus A320. We are going to go over the rest of these Alaska models, and then we'll move on to JetBlue. So first we have the Honoring Those Who Served livery. The One World livery 739 by NG. This one is a 738 house colors that is unfortunately broken. I need to find landing gear for that. Then the Alaska 737-900 with no winglets at all by Gemini. The Alaska Do What's Right Education livery. This is by NG. Then the last aircraft for Alaska is the 737-900 More to Love by Gemini. Alright, moving back to JetBlue, we have the JetBlue E190 in the blueprint tail, or I guess livery. Then the JetBlue I Heart New York livery, A320. The JetBlue Skyrise Airbus A320. And the JetBlue Airbus A320 Blueberries tail with the winglets. Then the Aero Classics JetBlue Airbus A321. Copa 737-800 NG, or no, that's actually, I believe, Phoenix, but it's in the MLB livery. Cayman Airways 737 MAX 8 by Aero Classics. NG Models blank US Air Force 757-200. Southwest Airlines is one of my biggest collections. It comes in second place right behind United. So we'll dive straight into it with this 737-300 Canyon Blue, 737-300 Arizona 1, 737-700 Triple Crown 1, 737-700, we have two of them, both by Gemini Jets in the new livery, the 2014 one. Southwest Airlines 737 Nevada 1, this is a custom, it used to be in the brown tail, but I did a custom and made it into the new livery. Two Southwest 737-700s by the RM Model Store, well, by Panda. models, but I did get them from the RM model store. You can see that it is a quite brighter blue than the other ones. Then we have 737 Florida one, 737 California one by Panda, 737 Louisiana one, 737 Colorado one, and 737 Mustard Tail. Continuing from the other side, now we have the Lone Star one, the Tennessee one by Gemini Jets. Most of these are all by Gemini Jets. 737-800 by Gemini Canyon. Then we have another 737-800. This is by NG and it has the split skims, Canyon Blue. Then we have two 737-800s, both by Gemini Jets. Then the Southwest Freedom 1. This is by NG Models. Southwest 737 MAX 8 by Gemini. There are two of them, as you can see. Then a Aero Classics ERJ170 and a Aero Classics 737-800 by Gemini Jets. Moving on to American Airlines, we have this CRJ200 in the new livery, CRJ200 in the old livery, the retro one. American Eagle E175, I used to have two of these, but I gave one to another collector. American Airbus A319 Gemini, Airbus A320 Gemini. American Retro 737-800, this is by NG. I don't know if you guys remember, but the Gemini Jets one was a wreck, and it came in like 25 pieces, so I got the NG one. One World 737-800 by Gemini. Air Cal Retro Livery by Gemini. 737 MAX 8, this is the old release, not the new one. A Airbus A321 Standard, A321 Sharkless Stand Up to Cancer, A321 Standard Fin Tail, or Fin Winglets, or Wing Fence, I think is what they call it. And then a American 757-200 in the new livery. Continuing on, we have this American 767 by Darren. This is my only Darren model. Or no, Dragon Wings. Sorry, not Darren. This is Dragon Wings. That's the plastic wings. Then we have the American 777-300 ER. Then moving on to some cargo, we have the Prime Air 767, the FedEx 757, FedEx MD, or no, this is 767, so 757, 767, then the MD-11F, the 777 Freighter, the UPS 767, UPS 757, UPS MD-11F, UPS 747-8, and the Atlas Air 747-8 as well. Delta Airlines is not a small carrier at Denver. I believe they have about 10 routes, so I do have quite a few aircrafts. Not a lot, but some for Delta. And we'll start off with the CRJ 700 by Gemini, the E170, and the fairly new CRJ 900 that everybody was happy about when they released it. Then the Delta 717, which I believe is now retired, or just doesn't fly as much. Then the retired Delta MD-90, this used to be at Denver all the time, but it was replaced with the Delta Airbus A320, or A220, not A3, A220-100, the Delta 737-800, Delta 737-900 split scimitar winglets, Delta Airbus A321, Delta 757-200, Delta 757-300 flying pencil, and Delta 767. And after the 767, we have the Delta Airbus A330 by Gemini, the Delta Airbus A350-900 by Gemini, Then I threw in this US Airways Airbus A330. It does have the American new logo on it. I don't really use this aircraft though. Then the Qantas 787-9 in the 100 years anniversary livery. This is by Gemini. The rest of the airlines are pretty much just scattered airlines that either fly to Denver or Honolulu. Starting off with this WestJet 737-800 in the 100th Boeing 737NG livery by NG. Then the WestJet 737 MAX 8 by Gemini. And this is an aircraft that a lot of people didn't know I had, which is the WestJet 767-300. Those winglets are amazing. Then moving on to another Canadian airline, which is the Air Canada Erj190 in the blue mint livery. Then the Air Canada CRJ900 in the new livery. I am looking to get a A220 in the new livery and the retro livery. Then we have the Air Canada 787-9 Dreamliner, or this is actually the 787-8 in the blue mint livery. This is my only 787 aircraft. Then we have the Icelandair 757-200 in the 80 years strong. Then the Icelandair 757 in the Heckler Aurora. Gorgeous livery, Icelandair does it best. Volaris A321 by Gemini Jets. Sun Country 737-800 by NG in the old livery, and the 737-800 in the new livery or the Typod livery by NG as well. Alright, moving back over to this side, we have the Hawaiian 717 old livery, Hawaiian 717 new livery, two of them. The WOW Air Airbus A321neo. I do really miss this airline. Their livery was so unique. Moving on, this is a model by NG, which is the DHL 737-800. Then the classic Virgin America Airbus A321neo. A Taiwanese Air Force, I believe, 737-800. I just got this to use for charters pretty much. The Hawaiian 787-9 Dreamliner, which Hawaiian did order 10 of these. The Airbus A330 old livery, new livery, and new livery. This last one is by NG. Actually, no, this one's NG. This one's Gemini Jets. Then the British Airways Airbus A320. Moving on to our next aircraft, we have the British Airways Airbus A350-1000. A extremely gorgeous and big model. Then we have the British Airways 747-400 in the gold nose cone. This used to fly to Denver all the time. Then we have the Lufthansa Airbus A330 300 in the old livery. Then we have the Lufthansa Airbus A350 900 in the new livery. This is by Phoenix Models. Then we have the Lufthansa 747-800 Seeger livery. Then we have the Global Supertanker 747-400, which is unfortunately retired. This was a quite gorgeous aircraft. Then we have the Delta 777-200 by Gemini Jets. I believe this is the LR version. And for the last row of aircrafts, we have the C-32, which is the beefed up version of a 752. United States of America, also known as Air Force 2. The C-17 Globemaster by U.S. Air Force. Emirates Sky Cargo with Love. I'm not sure if this livery is still a thing, but I did really like this livery. The Norwegian 737 MAX 8 and the now extinct Norwegian 787-9 Dreamliner. Japan Airlines 767, Japan Airlines 787-9. I believe both of these are Gemini Jets. The Edelweiss or Edelweiss, I believe is how it is, or Vise, because I believe they pronounce their W as a V. This is the Airbus A330 300 by Phoenix Models. Then the Philippine Airlines Airbus A330 300 by Gemini. And on to our bit of a A380 area. We have the A380 flying Honu in the orange particular one. The KLM, let me try to block the sun, there we go. KLM, Orange Pride, 777-300. This is by far the best livery KLM has ever done. Then we have the Air France 787-9 Dreamliner that now does fly to Denver. The Air France Airbus A380. Asiana Airbus A380 by Gemini as well. And the Qantas Go Wallabies livery Airbus A380. All three of these are by Gemini Jets. That does conclude this collection video of over 200 different aircrafts. We do have a bunch of exciting things coming to the channel, such as my Denver airport, which I'll give a quick overview of. I've done plenty of videos of it. This is just Concourse A. I will be doing Concourse B and C, and it'll be about 200 and something different gates. So it's going to be an absolutely massive replica of Denver Airport. So make sure if you are interested in that, you do subscribe to the channel. But that does conclude this collection video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you in the next video, hopefully. Thank you, and goodbye.